Hey folks, Trenton here from Alpha Kettlebell Fitness with Josh Hinken, the founder of DVRT and the Ultimate Sandbag. We're going to share a couple movement variants. People kind of get stuck in a rut when it comes to kettlebells. Some movement variants that you can do with your kettlebell that are really going to amp up the complexity. Not so much that you can't do them, but to the degree that it's going to pump up obviously your strength gains, but also the metabolic side of your kettlebell training. Sometimes greasing the groove is maybe a little bit too much and you get too used to it. So we're going to mix it up today. We're going to start with just a classic kettlebell drill called the high pull, but we're going to add a lateral movement or frontal plane movement component. It's just a lateral lunge with high pull. Now, a lot of people, especially if you're working with clients, might have a really hard time with this. We're moving across that frontal plane if we make it going across the body, which Josh will show in a second. So we just make it one side to start with. He's still hip hinging, he's still loading that hip, which you'll see, but he's adding that high pull component, so that's going to bring in the metabolic effect. I'm going to slide out of his way and let him cross all the way. So you can add this to that traditional flow type of movement that you see with most kettlebell training, especially the accelerative drills. So just moving across, it takes a lot of deceleration, a lot of timing, which is critical when you're moving with speed drills, explosive drills, whatever you may want to call them, to go ahead and get into position for the next one, even when you're just doing the one-sided. It's an awesome drill. It'll drive your heart rate through the roof and add a lot of strength and stability that's very important when you're using your speed drills or acceleratives when it comes to kettlebell training. Next drill is what we're going to call our crossover lunge with a lateral pull from the outside. So Josh is going to cross over behind us. He's still hip hinging, even though I called it a lunge. Don't get mixed up. He's hinging behind and working here. So he's working again, frontal plane stability, as well as moving the sagittal plane with his load right leg here. So awesome drill. He's bracing. We're looking for him to keep very square, so to speak, to you at the camera here, but an absolutely awesome drill that he gets to hinge down there. He's loaded hard on that heel. It's a fantastic drill. Next drill, oftentimes the clean kind of gets glassed over as a place to go ahead and look at in regards to getting into clean and presses or double jerks or something like that in the kettlebell world. So I always try to find new ways to get us a little more value out of our lateral kettlebell. So Josh is going to show us a drop lunge to a clean. It's a great way. It actually increases the demand because of the distance that he's having to pull or clean the kettlebell. If you can kind of throw in a little bit, as Josh, you'll see here, he's throwing a little bit of just balance in there because he's not completely panning that trail side leg when he comes up, but he's driving hard out of this hip here. He's staying vertical, so the hip, if he's loaded right, the hip is taking all that load and he's not forward flexing, so he's not jerking with his back that you'll commonly see. A fourth and final drill, another one of my favorite kettlebell positions, is the staggered position. Again, another great way to get high mileage, high usage out of your lighter kettlebells. I love it. Stagger position, so you're going heel toe, your normal square stance, you're just dropping that trail foot a couple inches, back heels off the ground. He's going double clean. Everybody loves to double clean, right? And then he's going into what we call an up and down. So he's going all the way to the ground, all the way. So again, challenging that planking position here, no crushing from the front. Then he's coming back up, he's going to switch sides. Absolutely awesome drill. We're looking as coaching cues, no lurching or buckling forward coming towards you at the camera. He's looking to propel himself straight vertically by driving through that hip. You can see it's a super challenging drill, accessing not only planking positions, but also working on some of the key components that we all love about kettlebells. And again, getting some high mileage out of those of you that might only have a couple kettlebells at home, or for those of you that might want to get some more mileage out of your lighter kettlebells. So have a good one. Trenton from Alpha Kettlebell Fitness with Josh Hinken, DVRT, and Ultimate Sandbag.